Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so today I have a big workout today, 6:30, starting a little earlier, luckily. I need to. I know I have my schedule finally on there, but I usually set it for 6:45, I think, which means I can start anywhere between now and 7:15, 7:30. I know. Unfortunately, you can't say a range between 1 hour or whatever. So I said 6:45 because that's the goal. The goal would be to start at 6:45. So I bought this little contraption, the little fan thing that you put on the back of your phone. Got good reviews. It's supposed to make your phone help keep it cool. I can feel it vibrating in the background. It's supposed to be on a battery the whole time, so I have a battery. It doesn't charge on. It doesn't have its own charge. So there were some that did, but those got lesser reviews, lesser quality reviews, less quality reviews. Yeah. And so this little contraption, good review, says it drops the temperature. It was 87 on my phone. Now the reason I got this is because my phone is overheated when I do split screen, and then it kills the split screen, and then I have to navigate back and forth, which kind of works, but it's also kind of a pain. I'd rather just be on the screen so I can both see the camera where I'm positioning it and fix the workout. Now, of course, that means for you that I'm doubling up the screen. So that said, you get to see not not a full screen of the AthleanX, but you know what I could do. Any kind of change I make is going to shrink all of my images a little bit. Uh, Probably not going to let me do this, but I was going to try to change the split screen count, but Streamlabs won't let me touch certain parts of the screen. So, hey, Imagine Joy, good morning. Yeah, Thursday, finally. It is the last day of this week of the AthleanX workout because it usually does 5-day weeks, and I started it on Sunday. I went and ran 8 miles, and then I went and did my first day of the AthleanX. More than it's Sundays are supposed to be my bigger day, and my wife was out of town, and it's good. Gonna do the whole thing. Gonna go all in. Now, um, the personal trainers I've been talking to keep telling me to stop doing cardio. I can't do it. It's just like, what? What do you mean stop doing cardio? I just take in more calories. I mean, I just eat more food. You know, that should offset the calorie burn. And they're like, well, if you do that, blah 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 blah. Look, I've worked too hard to have a decent cardio, and I don't want to give it up. So this means I have to work harder, eat more, try to eat more, compensate for the extra calories, and that makes sense to me. It's like if I burn an extra 2,000 calories running, then I get to eat more that day, right? So I eat 2,500 calories, then I can eat 4,500 calories because that means I burned that. And then I went to the gym, so I have plenty of extra calories, so I can burn it. So of course I didn't gain any weight when I ate quite a bit on Sunday because I burned a lot of calories. But ultimately, I'm trying not to gain weight. So today I actually brought my lift belt that allows me to do weighted chin ups, weighted triceps, because both of them are on today's workout. Um, oh yeah, then they have my least favorite of all the leg workouts that they say is one of the best. Uh, is barbell hip thrust. You have to put a ton of weight on your hips, and you try to press them up like a hip bridge, except you're doing it on a bench because you have to lift it higher. And plus, you don't want to do a hip bridge with your shoulders on the ground because then that 200 and some odd pounds rolls down and slaps you in the face and kills you. And that would be bad, right? So I don't know. I don't know if it would kill you, but it was. I think 200 pounds rolling down from your hips to your face is probably enough to do some significant damage. So, all right, let's go see if I can find me a place to do hip bridge. Gotta find a place where I can put down a bar. Put down a bar and use a bench. All right, here's one. Well, there's no bar on it, but I could steal one from another machine that's not being used. Now I'm completely unset up. Like I said, I have this little contraption on the back of my phone that's hopefully going to keep my phone cool enough to allow me to stay in split screen. Actually, you know, let's see what the temperature is. Let's see here. Uh-oh, it's going up. This little fan ain't doing it. Uh, it's supposed to, keep it down. It was 87 when I turned when I turned this app on. It's currently 91, so I can feel it. I can feel this. I can feel it going. It's definitely running. So I don't know if that little regular. We'll see how the. Oops. How do I get back to my screen? All right. Away from an app. All right. So I don't want to. All right. That's all. All right. Let's do this. I'm gonna end my split screen. No. Okay. It's not letting me change it. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to change. Let's see if I can cheat. Do the same way I did the. Do I have? But that? Nope. That's not. That's not okay. I changed apps, but it's only letting me change apps to apps that are on my notifications, or yeah, on my notifications. Dang it! I can't. But gotta be a way. I can't do it. It's all right. And the thing is, if I close this window, oh there we go. Oh there we go. That ended it. That did it without breaking. See, I was worried about closing. There we go. There we go. All right, back on it. Let's get to work. So today I have to do barbell hip thrusts. And like I said, these are one of my least favorite ones. You have to basically I sit on the floor for these, and I'm gonna sit right here on the end of the bench, and lift the weight here. So yeah, let's get a bar. So this workout is just like all the 3 month workouts, or this exercise is all the third month or third phase, I guess. It's not really a third month. I guess we're only about 6 or 7 weeks in. I don't know, but this workout is 4 sets. It's going to be the same thing I did last power workout or total body workout, and it's four reps, or not. I'm sorry, your 4 rep max, your 8 rep max, your 16 rep max, and then your um, then a 2 minute AMRAP of your 4 rep max. Now, I don't know my 4 rep max on this. I have never done 4 reps. So I've never attempted my 4 rep max. Now you can there's a calculator in there that says, okay, whatever your max is, this should be your 4, 8, 12, 16. It does kind of a math thing for you. And I don't know that I've ever done a max on this even, so I don't really even know what that is. But I do know that I did 8 reps of 235 in the past. So let me show you. There's a little, I'll show you this little calculator. Assuming it's got a link to it here. Yeah, see, there's this rep max calculator. And if you go onto there, before, and anything in this middle area for some reason doesn't work on Streamlabs. Won't let me do 232 and a half, close enough. Well, let's see. 235. And I think I did 8. So based on that, my 1 rep 90 according to this, and my 4 rep max So you can do percentage because sometimes it says do 70% of your max, which should be 203. 4 rep max, there isn't really one, but it's somewhere between 255 and 271. So we will, hey TDL, how you doing, man? That's good. I'm kind of starting to stop asking that because I've kind of gotten into it. I think this setup I have does the trick. But that little fan on my phone is going nuts. I don't know. It's probably way overworking right now, trying to keep my phone cool. Doesn't feel that hot though. It's doing pretty good at the moment, I think. But even though temperature seems to be going up, it was back up to 91. So let's see if that holds up. This little gadget. All right, so I'm going to try to go 255. It says it's my 5 rep max, but I've never done 255 before, so I don't. Actually, I hate this lift. I really do. It's just not. I hate it because it's really awkward and it hurts. I mean, you put a lot of weight right here on your hip, on your legs, and that bar is just sitting across your thighs. I think, to be honest, I have weak quads. I think that's the problem. I think that's, and the reason I think that is because when you run, most of the muscles you're using are your hamstring, your calves, your foot muscles. You don't use quads as much for long distance running. Now, if you're a power runner, like a sprinter, something like that, you'll use quads a lot more as you're trying to build that energy to pull your foot forward. But for endurance running, which is what I do, I think I have pretty decent hamstrings and calves. Um, and I think that's why I'm not very good at squats. I noticed that when I was trying it out, just see what I can do to push myself to do a better squat, and I I just took a really light weight and just went all the way down, and I was using the form thing to help hold me up, just so that I can go down far enough and see if the issue is really I don't have the my back wants to bend problem is really just a problem with my body mechanics, or if it's just a strength thing. And I noticed that keeping your weight in your heels, which is a requirement for squats, um, I had to kind of come down, and I was trying to keep my back up so I could keep my balance back and dip down lower than my knee, or at least all the way to my knee. And I noticed that my quads were getting very stressed, and even to the point where they were sore doing it. And that tells me that the problem may very well be that I just don't have strong enough quads to do a proper form squat with heavy weights. So I need to start doing more body weight squats, or slightly more than that with proper form, or maybe using that machine just to build up my quad strength so that I can do better form squats. And I think this years and years of endurance training have got me strong enough to do a lot of weight, but not enough to do a lot of weight properly. So I gotta fix my mechanics. All right, let's get this thing going. It's already late. I wasted enough time talking. This is going to be like an hour and 40-minute workout. So here we go. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. But I'm going to do it. Here we go. Maybe. It's a lot of weight. And I think it's mental. I'm having a mental issue to get started here. Uh, the first set's always the worst, too, because you're just engaging those muscles for the first time and starting off at a heavy weight really sucks. So, all right, that's 5. I did 5 at whatever that is. I'll go 150 or 255. All right. So now I got to go do 8. I don't know what my 8 rep max, but I think it was what I did before, 235. So we'll do that. Huh. I didn't actually put the 20 pounds on it. I just did 235. I talked about finding out what my 4 rep max was, and then I didn't increase the weight. I just didn't. So I'm gonna stick with the same weight and try and do 8. That felt like I could do more, so I think it's kind of hard. I should have just put 130 on there and tried to do the try to do 10 or 12 just to wake up. That's the part. Like I said, I hate starting at the hardest level right off the gate. All right, I'll log both those. Both of them are the same weight, but take what I can get. All right. Back 35. I did 5 times. 235 8 times, which totally means the first one's wrong. So when I do my 4 rep, all right, let's go see what this says for 16. 235 and 8. I can't remember. All right, let's see what it says for 16. It's funny how you have to do 8 and 16, but those numbers aren't on here. Well, 8 is, of course, but uh, so 12, 15. So, all right, here we go. Let's go do another one. 16 times. Uh, I accidentally put my phone to sleep. I don't know what it's doing here. That's weird. Phone went to I put to sleep twice. Hopefully it's not something weirding out with my phone. I think I just might have pushed the button. Gotta be careful. All right. I gotta lower this weight to 200. So that would be let's see. 200 is an odd number to hit. That's a every size plate, unless your gym has a 35 pound. No, it isn't. You don't have 10. 85, 95. Okay, so it's 45, 25, 5, and 2.5. Oops, forgot the 25. All right, there we go, 200. All right, I do 16. Now this weight I know is light enough, but anytime you do something a gajillion times, you never know what you're gonna do. To be honest, I think I don't know. We'll see. I guess I gotta do my 4 rep max damn rep. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, that's hard. Could I have done more? Maybe. Did I want to do more? Probably not. I was getting pretty fatigued there. The muscles are kind of burning. This is, like I said, it's a weird workout. All right, so now I got to do an AMRAP. What time is that? I got 60 to 90 seconds. It's 8. I've done 8 minutes of my watch so far. So about 9.5. I'm going to try and do a much heavier weight here. More than I've ever done in my life. But again, I haven't done this exercise very long. I've been doing it for about a month. And I still don't know that I found my max. So there is that. Let's get the weight on there that I need. You know what? I didn't even do 235. It just occurred to me 2 plates is only 225. I totally did not hit those numbers. All right. That's probably why I could have done more than 8. I totally messed those higher numbers, higher lifts up. And here I am thinking 255? I don't know. Maybe I should just go 245. Because now I have no idea what I can actually do. Let's do the 245. Let's see. 85, 35, 45. All right, folks, good. That's right. All right. I'm doing it. I'm going for 255. Drums, please. Oops, I'm over a minute and a half, and I'm running the 2, going for 2.5. It's a little long on my resting. It's all right. This could be hard. I've never lifted this much. Apparently, I haven't lifted that much anywhere near this today because I messed up all my lift. So I got my lighter weight warm-ups thinking it was a heavy weight. I guess that's not so good. And that's it. I'll be done with this. So I got 2 minutes to do this. So let's go set a 2-minute timer. Do as many as you can at what you think is a 4-rep max. And if it's three times, that's all you can do, then that's all you can do. And you might say, why aren't I using Alexa? That's because she's been kind of finicky lately, especially when I do split screen like this. Plus, I like to be able to look at my watch and see how much time I have left to try to squeeze in 1 or 2 more if I have enough time. All right, this is going to be heavy. On your marks, get set. Obviously not my 4 rep max because I did 10. So, but that 10th one was pretty tough. So I'll give myself a few seconds here before I try a few more. Here we go. Six. I got 38 seconds. Let's see if I can get a couple more in. This is the last reps, last set of these. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. I did 20. Obviously not my 4 rep max because only the last set was 4. And I should have been doing numbers that were theoretically 4 or less. But at least now I know, right? Next time I can put that number in. I did 10 at 255 and I'll know what my max is. But I'll tell you what, that was actually less difficult mentally than the 225 I did to start. That's why I don't like starting with your max. It just seems like, yeah, you're fresh, but your muscles are not. They're like, what the heck, man? I don't want to do that. Just walk through the door. Hey, Imagine Joy. Well, this one's not too bad on your back, really, especially your lower back, because you're pushing up away from it. You're not doing the forward bend. You know, back stress exercises are typically something that there's a risk of you bending forward with the weight on it and pulling or straining or injuring something in the back. Typically, with this kind of exercise, you're doing a opposite movement where you're trying to get to a straight state and you're pulling away from the negative. And on that lift, the natural place for your body to give up is at your hips. You're going to go, nope, I can't go anymore, and you just drop down. But there won't be any bend on your back because it's going to push your back down. So when you're up in this position, you know, your back is curled because it's pushing down your back. So this is a natural movement, a natural position for your back. And then when you're up, again, you're still keeping that natural because all the weight is trying to keep your hips down. So it's actually not a bad lift for purposes of risking your back. As far as the back injury, I think I don't ever feel any strain or danger on my back. It just kind of hurts when you start getting the heavier weights. That bar sits on your leg. And like I said, I think one of my main problems with my legs is I think my quads are not proportionately as strong as the rest of my leg. And it keeps me, so there's not as much muscle there shielding or protecting my leg when I'm putting a bunch of weight on them. So we're done with well, we're not done with leg exercises, but we're done with weights. I'll show you. Today's workout is kind of interesting. So the next couple things we're going to do are chin-ups, are weighted chin-ups and weighted dips. And then we do kind of a power slash agility type lift where we're doing stuff to failure again. A lot lighter weights, but it'll be it's kind of like I said, it's kind of a sidestepping lunge and a couple of things. I'll show you. They're on the workout today. I tried to look at it today because I needed to see if I needed to use it. I actually brought my weighted chin belt so that I can do those exercises. But I won't need the bench anymore, and I won't need any of these other machines. But I will need to take some weights with me over to the dip machine. I don't think there's any weights over there. Uh, like I said, I've been trying to do things to help work with the back, but my back's kind of sore today from the last power workout. Not sore from like injury sore, just it's just sore because it's getting, I'm strengthening it, so it's getting work. All right. Well, this is the part that's going to be a pain in the rear, trying to carry weights around with me and carry all this junk with me. All right, let's go. I want to take two plates, a 45 and a 25, but for now, I'll just grab a 45 because I have to be able to do. There's some plates over here, but they're not right next to the machine. I have to come back and get them. So with this one, I'll be doing, same thing. It's 4, 8, 16, and then an IM So it ought to be. But today I can actually do it because I got me a weight belt. Let's see. Never used this weight belt before like that. I mean, I have used a weight belt before. For the first time ever, I used one last month at a gym that actually had one. I was doing, when I was in Colorado, I was basically doing the gym tour. I went to several different gyms while I was down there. Actually, I think I only went to one when I was in Pueblo Athletic Club. And then I went to like 3 in Denver, trying those ones out. Actually, no, I went to 2 in Denver, and then I went one in Nebraska. Or maybe there's 2 in Nebraska and 1 in Denver too. I went to like 4 different gyms, and they're definitely different. So this ought to be interesting. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to set everything up, get all this junk out of my hands, get in position. So sorry, you're getting the wobbly camera tour here. Well, I set up. I have a battery that's not even plugged into the phone. It's plugged into the fan trying to keep my phone from overheating. All right, let's try this. Let's see here. Trying to, like I said, I don't want the camera in people's way. How about this? Yep, that'll work. All right. I'm going to do the weighted part on both of these because there's also some pull-up bars that are sort of pull-up barsy. This is a chin-up exercise, so that means your hands are facing, your palms are facing you. Pull-ups are overhand, chin-ups are underhand. All right, let's do this. I have no idea what my maxes are, but I know it's 4, 8, 16, and what do I start with? Is it dips or chins? Now we do dips first. Okay. They are not. It's not a what do you call it? Superset. So it's just one thing. Do dips. I feel like okay. So if I do 45, now remember with dips like this, you add your weight because you're basically lifting your entire body weight. So if I was to say my max, like if you wanted to do a tricep press machine, consider that it's probably, and you're used to doing dips, you'll know like, well, if I weigh 185, throw a 45 on there, that's 100 and, what was that, 40? 100 and, 130? Or 230? Jeez, man. So I'll be sure. Math. Okay, so I gotta do 230. This is 230 pounds. I have a vest at home that I believe is 36 pounds at its most. And I feel like I could do more than 4 with it on. So this might not be my max to 4, but it is. I could try to throw the 25 pounder on here with me. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work. I said, we'll see. We shall see. how this works. I'm going to use the top of this thing rather than the middle. If I use the middle, it'll ride up my waist too high. This, that is one of the things the reviews said about this belt. This chain's kind of small, but if you have the handles on the outside, there should be plenty. There we go. Let's see how this goes. So let's see if I can do at least 4. If it's more than 4, then I know I have to do more weight. Oh yeah, it's way too light. Way too light. Should I throw the 25 on there and try this? I don't know. Seems like trying to get all this weight on here is going to be a pain. Plus, if that thing tips over while I'm doing this, that's going to hurt. I have no idea. This is probably why they don't put these. That's probably why they don't provide these belts. All right, there we go. Whew, that's way heavier. So that would make this about 255. I may have done that on a tricep press machine. I don't know. I did 8 so I did 5 and then I did 8, which basically is the first 2 sets of this thing. Then I have to do a 16. Now I'm pretty sure I can't do this 16 times, but I probably could have done this more than 8. Alright, so let's take a quick breather here. I gotta do 16. I'm gonna try and do the 230 16. So I should be able to adjust how many ever I did and called out my max, and then next time I should know I have to bring in 245s to do less, get it down to the right amount. All right, in 90 seconds? Yeah, close enough. Let's do this. This one hasn't been that hard. I gotta do 16 of these though. Whew. 16. Alright, now I gotta do the AMRAP. As many as you can of your 4 rep max, which I don't have any idea what that is, but I'm gonna give myself a quick break without anything on. If there was another 45, oh there is, there's one right down there. Alright, so this is only 20 pounds heavier than the 45 and the 25. Hopefully I can do both. This belt's supposed to be able to do like 200 pounds extra. I'm pretty sure 90 is not going to overstress it. Might not do much for me, but we'll try it. Based on how easy I think that first 5 I did was, because I did, what is it, 8, 5 and 8 of the same weight, I should be able to do this 4 times. There we go. Wish me luck. Right. Whew, that's definitely heavier. This is 90 pounds. So that means 185. This is well, 90 pounds plus 185 is what, 275? Let's see here. I only got to do 4 a bunch of times, but I do need to put this on the, let's turn on my timer. And Marcus gets it. Go. I think 4 is fair. That may very well be my 4 rep max. Right. We'll rest shortly, got a minute and a half. You see, I had to give myself a starter. I couldn't just start from the ground because that's too high up and my shoulders are too far pressured. I didn't want to start with my elbows that far behind my back, so I had to step up to get myself going. All right. Don't want to waste too much time. Let's see what else I can do. It is pretty challenging, though. That's only 3. So definitely not. I got 33 seconds to see if I can squeeze another 1 in or 2. But I'm definitely not going to have that many. Done 7 so far. Wait. I don't know, maybe not even. We'll see. Here we go, 10 seconds. See what I can do. Alright. 2. 4, 3, 2. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Feels like a success. I think I found my max for now, or at least my 4 rep max. Let's log this mess. Yes, definitely. Good dog. All right. Let's log this. All right, what did I do? All right, so I did that one. Did I even track my weight last time? Probably should track these weights. 235. Actually, this is 225 because math. I don't know how to do math. It's gonna be hard. Then I did 200. Did that 16 times. Then I did 255. 10, 17, Is that how many I did on the last set? Is it 3? I don't remember. 20? Yeah, I think that's right. So I think I did an even 20. So we'll go there. Now, now with like a tricep press like that, there's certain exercises where you could feel like you could push yourself a little beyond your normal effort because there's less danger in it. Because like I had a quick safety. If I couldn't do anymore, I'd come down and I'd stand on those 2 bars. Plus, I knew that the weight wasn't too heavy just to stand on. So I could land it on my feet almost with a hop if my arms totally went muscle failure on me, and I'd have been fine. So there's certain things you could take a little bit more chance with just because the risk of failure isn't that high a risk of injury. So that's my theory. But like I wouldn't want to do a tricep where I was holding myself over a really high area because then the risk is your triceps, your arms get cranked up behind your back and you screw up your shoulders. So, oh yeah, it's heavy. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so let's log this last set. What did I do? I did 185 and 45 is 130. How does that work? Oh, I did I did it with 25, so it's actually 155. Okay, so that's right. So 155, and I did 5. 155. I did 5. Realizing, of course, that was too light. So I did 155 again, and I did my 8 set with that, which I probably could have done 9 or 10 for 130 with just a 45-pound plate. And 16 at max, or close to it, at 2, 7. So again, if you don't know what AMRAP is, it took me a while to figure it out. It's just got to kind of figure out the acronym, but it's as many reps as possible within the time frame. So that's a 2-minute AMRAP. You do as many as you can. All right, so now we're going on to the next fun one, which is weighted chins. Now I'm a lot weaker at chins. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know what my 4 is, but it certainly isn't 275. I might be I might be able to do. Plus, this thing here is not a great chin up because they're really wide apart. Chin ups I like to have your arms kind of close. These are kind of far apart, so I'll be doing it kind of weird. I could also do these ones. I could also do kind of a chin up where your hand is angled because it's got kind of crooked bars. So they go out and then they go back, but they're at an angle no matter what you're doing. I don't know if that's supposed to be healthier for your hands. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and let's try to do some weighted chins here. What do I want to do? I'm going to try doing it with the 45, which would be 230. We'll see if that's enough for a 4. And this one I have to go a little higher. There's my chin. And I don't know if you can see them, but I'll have to do a pretty wide grip, and I am not a fan of wide grip chin ups. I'd rather medium. Plus, I don't like this rubbery grip because your hands slip on it. It's comfortable, but it's not great for your. It's actually not great for a grip because it'll rotate as your hands start slipping. Slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. That would be better, but I'm gonna start kicking this thing. So I'm just trying to get a feel for how this is gonna work. We'll see. But I am not doing 90 pounds. I'll tell you that right now. This guy has to go. If I could do one chin up at 270, that would be pretty awesome, but that's not happening. Yep, my chin-ups are not my strength. In fact, to be honest, up until a few months ago, I don't think I could have done, 15 on my own. That's a, at one point, I used to be able to do 25 on just body weight, but chin-ups have never been my strength. I've gotten better at them, but probably because I never did them. Yeah, I know all these years of exercising, and I don't do chin-ups. What is wrong with you? Right. Part of the problem here is being able to grab this thing while this thing being on. I do not like this machine, Sam. I am. It's not a good. It's a terrible chin-up machine. Let's see how it goes. These wobbly, rubby grips. Excuses, excuses. Plus, if I go up on here and chin up, I'm gonna hit my head on the bar. Like I said, this is not a good machine. Let's try it here. Making sure there's not a bar behind me to hit my head on. All right, that worked. I might have been able to get a fifth one in, but we'll take that as 4. Then we'll switch to the 25 and try to do that for 8, which will have me about 210. I know I'm stalling too much. Too much. Today's workout will be long. Brought to you by Slow Poke. Slow Poke Man. Striving to be Slow Poke Man. Less talk, more do. Let's see if I can get this next gun going quickly. Eight times. Oh, there's that. I can really test my grip using those things. They're like the mountain climber grips. But I don't know. There you go. There's 9. So I did 230, and then I did 205, or 210, 230, 210. Now I'm just going to do body weight for the 16. And I'm not totally sure I can do 16, especially after doing those. Yeah. Move these weights out of my way. That hazard. Give myself a little bit of a break here. Get a drink. 42.19. So we'll try to start by 43. If I can do 16 of these, this can be hard. It's funny, you see these guys online, they're doing like, they do 25 pull-ups like 10 times. Or they're going up and they're lifting themselves up and they're kicking their legs into the air and they're doing, I like to do, actually, one of my favorite pull-ups is to pull up with your legs out in front of you and you hold them up, because then you get abs in there. Because every time you come down, there's an extra stress of that momentum of going up and down, and you're holding your legs straight out. It's one of my favorite leg out pull-ups. And sometimes I'll do it anyway because it really doesn't affect your pull-up. Your pull-up is doesn't care what your legs are doing. You're just lifting your body. So ultimately, you're just adding extra. It's kind of making it into a compound exercise, working out multiple muscle groups at the same time. Yeah, mostly. I have somebody asked me one time, or a couple times I've been asked, what's the longest I've ever gone without exercising? And to be honest, I think since high school, high school, by the time I was 20, because I went into the military when I was 18 for a couple of years. So of course you exercise there regularly. Um, but I don't know that I've ever gone a full week, maybe a full week, one time. But I've always done something. Each week in my life has had something in it. And I think even as far as just gym time or something truly exercise centric, not like playing football or tennis or something like that, which I used to do a lot of. Even just those things, I doubt I ever went 2 weeks without something like that. All right, let's do this. 16, if I can. 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18? Maybe could have done more. All right, let's log this. And now this next one is 4 rep max again. Another AMRAP. And then I'm done with AMRAPing for today. And I go do the superset, whatever. I did 230 4 times. Oh, it's going to be so hard to do that for the AMRAP. And I did 210 9 times. And then I did body weight 185, which is too heavy, by the way, for me. I mean, I don't mind it if it was mostly muscle, but it's not. According to all of the gadgets, I am too much body fat for 185. All right, so, and I did 19. 19? Did I say 19? No, 18. Yeah, give myself too much credit. Yeah. Yeah, and it's also a mindset. A lot of people get started exercising with goals in mind, and then when they reach those goals, even if they're really motivated and they reach their goals, they're like, okay, I did it. And then they try to go into a maintenance mode and they start losing their motivation. And you got to change your mindset. My goal for exercise is to always be able to do exercise. uh, I've got a few more years than some folks, but when my kids or my nephews or niece or just friends want to do something, play tennis, go bowling, play flag football, go hiking on a 3-day hike out of the blue, and they invite me, I want to say, sure, let's go. And I'm going to be fine because I'm able to. I can do the cardio. I can do the exercise. I can do that stuff. And my goal is to always be able to do that stuff. On the spur of the moment, I'm able. So if I have grandkids, my grandkids go up to an age where I can play with them, I'm not going to be, no, I can't do that. Go have fun. Let your gramps let your gramps sit around here and I'll just watch. No, man, I want to be part of their lives. I want to be able to do that stuff with them. Same with my kids, you know, when they were young, I wanted to be able to just do stuff with them. I didn't want my age to be a stopper. Or it's not age, my fitness level. Don't ever blame your age. My thought is if you're out of shape, it's not your age's fault. It's your effort's fault. You stopped doing exercise. you, you know, age might have some effects. My thought is age might stop you from reaching your all-time greatest possible abilities because you're going to slowly have lower and lower possibilities. But almost nobody, very few people, ever reach their age's max. So to say, oh yeah, I'm too old for that, no, it's because you just don't do it. You know, maybe, let's say for example, at your peak health, peak age, whatever, you could do, let's say a 300-pound bench press at 28. At 35, maybe you can only do 295. These are your max. Let's assume it's your max. I mean, maybe it's probably too low even. At 40, maybe it's 285. At 50, it's 275. At 60, maybe it drops down to 245. I don't know, 250. But a lot of people can't even do their body weight, 180, 190. And they're like, I'm too old to do 200. No, you're not. You're out of shape. You know, get out there. You've got 70 pounds of strength you can put on. Just go out there and make some effort. You know. Now, once you get too out of shape, it's really hard to come back. You've got to. The older you get, that also means it takes a little bit more work. You know, a little bit more effort. Doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means you've got to put in the work. And if you're out of shape, it's going to be that much harder. All right, here we go. On your, what is this? This is my AMRAP chin up. Clock. On your marks. Get set. Go. All right. That's 5. Got some more to go. Got a minute 40 seconds. Let's see how much break I need to do a couple more. Hopefully not too long. I won't be able to do 5 too many more times. But okay, not a long enough break. I only got 2 in. So I'm up to 7. I'll take a little bit longer break on this one. I can't see the chat too well from here, but I can see chat there. I'll take a look at it when I get off this. All right, so that's 7. Let's see what I can do on this next one. I'm going to try to do some more starting at 40 seconds left right now. I'm losing it, man. This right one keeps falling out. Oh, we got 10 seconds left. Let's do some more. There's a couple more. Nope. I don't think I did any on that one. So I think I'm going to have to take what is it? So I did 5, 2, and 2, and that was it. 7, 9. I thought I'm doing one more. Maybe I didn't try hard enough on that one. Nope. Nope. My arms said they were tired, and they weren't lying. My brain said you're not tired. My arm said, look, buddy, we're the ones doing the work. I'm not sure what you say, brain. Who do you think you are? You're telling us what we can do. Yeah, 8.5. That's probably more like it. Those couple of those are kind of iffy. But you can't put a half in here. They don't record halves. So I have to take the, oh yeah, you're right. I was, what did I do, 5, 2, and then 1.5. So yeah, I guess it is more like 8.5. I'll just say 8. Goals for next time. All right. Your body gets credit for whatever you did. Doesn't matter. Even halves count. They just don't count for logging. 230. I did 8 in my AMRAP. All right. That's that. Let's go. Let's go do the. Let's see. I have 3 exercises left. I have this little superset thing, which I can technically do here because it's not really no need to go anywhere. And then I have to go do that thing. So let's see if I can find a place to do these. I'm gonna go over to the workout area, to the aerobics area, or what do you call it, the PT area. They have the plates I need, and it's just I have to leave these machines for other people to use. So I'm not standing here. So let's move on. Yeah, a lot of people think that, oh no, if I write down 7, I didn't do 8. And it's like, well, if you did 8, if you miscounted, the body still did whatever number you got, whatever you counted. So if you give yourself credit on the log for doing more than you did, the body still only did what it did. You can't lie to it. Lie the truth. Next time you go out there, if you say you did 8 and you only did 7, and the next time you say, oh, I did 8, well, I can try for 9, and you're like, I can't even get to 9. Well, technically, you didn't get to 8 the time before, but you just logged it wrong. Okay, I'm missing my bottle. Oh, no, I'm not. Hanging on my pinky. Okay, let's go do this. So, this one you do 3 sets of basically kind of a push out, what do they call it? Press out and a sidestepping. And you're doing and then you have to go do another like complex, kind of like I did yesterday for the regen workout. Do a complex. I'm gonna go get the weight I need, and I'll be right back. In fact, my thought is, it's better to log that you did less than you did. Lie to yourself. And then next time you're like, dude, I feel strong. I was able to do more today. But then you log that and you feel like you're making progress. Okay, so I'm going to try and do a 45 on this. Now, a 45 might be too heavy, but I'll know. And if it is the second and third set, I'll lower the weight. So for the first set, I'm going to try this. So 45. So what I'm doing here is we're doing a press out. So basically, you're in a kind of a seated position. You can take the weight here, you press it out like that, and you go to a muscle failure. So you just can't do it no more. And then we're going to do lunges where we hold the weight out, side lunges. I'm just going to go like this. No, I don't even know if it's a. Do I take a full step? Let's see what it shows. Oh no, there's side touches. So it's basically a side lunge. And oh no, he is stepping. Okay, so it's like this, touch, touch. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be bringing that weight down and trying to. Sorry, I don't know. Just trying to stand in the right position. Okay, here we go. I'll do 3 sets of this thing. Get what did it say? Oh yeah, you're supposed to do twice as long as it takes you to do the superset. It's kind of it's actually a long time because as long as I don't talk between, I still think it's muscle failure, right? So it might take a couple of minutes. That's a long rest. But We'll see. We'll give it a go. Maybe I'll fail quickly because this is a heavy weight. Thing is, it's the leg one. I'm not sure I'm going to fail that quick. The, the arm press one, I'll fail pretty quick, I think. All right. Let's go. I did 45 if I counted those right. All right, let's try. I can't help but want to stop at a 5. It's hard to say, oh, I'll go to 46. Unless the numbers are really small. Big numbers, I don't care. The small numbers, I'll go. The big numbers, it has to be a rep, a logical number. It says, go to failure on each leg. What if right leg fails first? You can't like keep going. I don't know how many I did. Failure doesn't. Okay, that's good enough. Too much talking. All right, so it took me 2 minutes almost. If the right leg fails first, I think that's both legs, right? What are you gonna do? Just start hopping on one leg? I think you're pretty much done. I guess you could just stay over there and go. And let the other leg rest. I don't know. All right, we'll just take this until it says 4 minutes, I guess. It's supposed to be twice as long. I'm gonna take a 4-minute break. I can't take a 4-minute break. I think 2 minutes is probably plenty. Okay, that's not true. I have taken 4-minute breaks because I talk too much, but I'm not consciously taking a 4-minute break. Let's do some stretches while I wait. Let you look at the shiny bald top of my head. I don't stretch nearly enough anyway. Gotta do what I can to keep limber. I used to be really. Actually, I'm not terribly. Most people would say I'm actually pretty limber, but I'm not as limber as I used to be. I mean, I've never been able to do the splits, mind you. Not that limber, but enough that I could move. All right, how much time have I wasted? Hey, I'm almost up to 2 minutes. So in my book, I'm at the right time. In their book, I should get more rest. So let's get to work. We'll be in the middle. I'll land somewhere in the middle. All right, let's do this. Push press. Did 45 last time. I'm guessing it'll be less this time. And again, it's a little bit about these are like a bit about power. Push. Just trying to build up that forcefulness. When Mark gets it, go. Eight, nine. I think I did 46. I went for more, but that was hard. All right, let's do this. Okay, that's good. All right, so pace for the numbers, 45 is not too heavy, but I'm definitely getting tired. Quads need work. I was just talking about that earlier today. I think I discovered it's the quads is the reason why I can't do a proper squat. I can't do heavy weights on a proper squat. I did some functional testing on my lifting to see where the weakness is in my keeping the weight on my heels, straightening my back straight, and shoulders kind of up on a squat, and it's weakness in my quads. So I'm definitely gonna have to start focusing on that a little to build up my functional strength, so I could do better squats and I can go deeper. That's what's keeping me from going deeper because I don't have the strength in my quads. I didn't look at my time, but I'm pretty sure it was about 2 minutes because it's been about a minute. So we'll just do the same thing. I think I will give it 4 minutes this time. Okay. I need some. I have to do one more set, and then and then we have to do it's basically a clean and press, basically what we did yesterday during the regen. Except on this one, you actually we'll actually go into, it's not failure. They do one where it's an explosive exercise, meant to be quick, sharp movements, a little bit like this is supposed to focus on. But instead of going to failure, we're going to go till you lose power. So, you come up, press it, come up, press it, come up. And when you get tired, that's it. You stop. When you start slowing down, that's the end. You stop. And then you take a double time rest. All right, so that's about 2 minutes of rest. You got to go one more time through. I'm going to give it another minute. We'll go for 3 like I did last time. I think is about what I did. What time is it? 7. I might have time to do an abs workout today. I'm actually running. I got started early enough that an abs workout might actually fit into the day. As long as I'm not doing bands in my abs workout because I don't have them with me, and they don't have bands here. Plus, it made me do a weird hanging one. Come to think of it, they actually have some straps over here. I didn't see those. I've never seen those before at any place. But those straps, they don't stretch. They could have been my hanging plank yesterday that I skipped because I couldn't find a thing. It actually has an armrest on it. And you just, huh, interesting. Okay, well, that's it. I'm headed into the fifth. I'm just over. I'm headed into the 6th minute. So let's reset this and get started. Another set. So doing these things in proper form is what's going to eventually help my quads get stronger, but along with a number of other things, I'm sure. But which means I have to make sure I'm going deep enough on those. This. Right. Not supposed to break, but I think I burned up all my energy. I am getting tired. I don't know. What is muscle failure? Is that when you can't move anymore? I'm getting slow. That means my muscle. Like I could go to some extent forever, but I'm not going to. I think really, in the end, this comes down to mental strength. I'm gonna put this weight away. Yeah. So it took me a little longer, but then I did do more. I did do more weight at the or more reps on the press. Hey, Abner. Yeah, see, don't want to be scared to go to the gym. Tell you what, my suggestion is don't go to a small, what do you call it? It's like a Gold's Gym or a bodybuilder's gym. Go check the gym out if you don't have a gym membership yet, and you're just trying to get into exercising. Go to a national gym or maybe a CrossFit gym or just gyms that focus on the general public. There's some gyms that are designed for those bodybuilder guys, and you're going to go in there and they're all going to be wearing their string tanks and grunting, and you're just going to see a bunch of them, and it can be intimidating or a little unnerving to be in those gyms, even if they're cheap. Don't do it. Don't put yourself through that pressure, that stress. Go to a regular national gym where you can see average people doing average work, and you might see a couple of guys that are big and taking advantage of the gear those places have. but it won't be as bad. You'll see a lot more of the average folk like me and other people out there. Except, obviously, the one thing I'm not average, I'm here streaming, which that was my big fear. So far, it hasn't been a problem. I kind of expected at some point somebody would say something and say, "Stop doing that. You can't have a camera in here." All right, so I have to go. I have to do this power press thing. See if there's a machine I can get on. Looks like there might be a machine. All right, I think this will work. Because I believe this is a kind of a clean and press lift. So let's see. I got to write down what I did already before I finish this up. I did 45 pounds. I'll log the 45. And then I did 45. 45. I did one per pound. And then I did 46, which is one over the pound. And then I did 50. See, like I said, I think a lot of muscle failure isn't. Okay, that's not true. There is a state of muscle failure that you can push yourself to where you truly can't do anymore. But when the numbers for me get high, it becomes a mental thing more than a, what just happened? Um, and then a high energy-wise, it is 50. Sometimes you just have to like push yourself mentally to say, okay, I can do more. All right, now I gotta do this guy. I have no idea how many I did, so I'll just say, I don't know, like 25. Because you gotta count per leg, right? So that's fair. Maybe I did 25. I just lost count, and I was too busy focusing on going to failure, and it was too many. The number was too high to count. Like, basically, it's almost a cardio exercise. So getting the reps in when you're talking about higher numbers is really hard. And I'll just say I did the same amount each time because I have no idea how many I did. That's 25 per leg, so I think that's relatively close to what I did. All right. You could always buy yourself your own home gear too, but that's expensive. But if you find a good gym, like I've been a member of this gym in multiple iterations. Like I was a member of Eastside Athletic Club, got bought by Bally's. Bally's got bought by maybe it was LA Fitness. I don't know, but I was a member of those clubs all the way starting from 30 years ago, and I just kept grandfathering in. My current membership at LA Fitness is about $14 a month. But again, I was actually a member of LA Fitness and a gym they bought at the same time one time. So it ended up blending my gyms, which meant my membership actually got cheaper because I only had one. I had them both because they were both, convenient locations. All right, so yeah, this is a clean and press. This one you just go to a failure at your 10 to 15 rep max, which I'm not sure what that is. Oops. I think my 10 to 15 rep max is going to be around 105. Nope, that's not right. No, it's 6. First time I did more than, gosh, I've never done more than eight reps on this thing. And that was 75. Huh. All right, well, that means my 10 to 15 rep max isn't that high. So I guess we'll do I don't know, 75? Let's see, let's do 75. What is 75? That's a 45 and that's a 10 and a 5 pounder. And I think I do this 3 times as well. Now this one, like I said, is not a failure exercise. This one is a slow down exercise, which means you do it with quickness and power, as many as you can, and then when you start losing the power, that's when you stop. And then however long it took you to get to that point, you double it and double it for rest. I'm guessing with this one, since it's only one exercise, my rest periods will be a lot shorter, and I'm probably going to stop a lot sooner. So I might be doing like, I don't know, 30 seconds in a minute and 30 seconds in a minute. In fact, it's going to be shorter and shorter. So as I do these ones, this is going to be really hard. That other one was just there's too many reps, and then doubling the rest gives you too much rest to go to failure. Now going to slow down is pretty easy to do, so it could be very, this could be very quick too. I gotta be careful though. I mean, I'm doing the rack, the workout rack here, and that's a enclosed area. So I gotta make sure I don't step back and hit this, or hit the thing. It allows me to stay in an area where I don't have to worry about traffic, but it does have a higher risk of people or of bumping into stuff. And here we go. I'm stalling because reasons. I think it's because I'm cooling down too much. I'm losing my my mental focus. That's the problem. All right, so it's clean press, and all with power. Power, power. Okay, I think I lost power. No, they were going good, but I can be pretty sure that next one was going to be pretty sad. Hey, I got 14, maybe. I'm logging 14. So, unless someone else is counting and call me a liar, that's what I'm giving myself. All right, timing 1:52. So I get 3 minutes. So 3 minutes. So when I watch this 4.5. All right. Let's go to log it. Track. I did 14 at 75. I could have done more, So I was in my proper weight range, just not in the uh, power range. All right, so I got about a minute and a half more to go here. Do this 2 more times. So, in general, I will say I like the AthleanX workouts. They seem like a challenge. They are some mixes, slight change ups of things that I've done in the past, which is nice, getting something different. Still not sure how they're affecting my gains or anything yet. I haven't really noticed anything. Have I noticed a strength change? I don't know. I feel like I'm spending, like, even in the third phase, they're doing exercises I hadn't done before. So I'm not. This is why I almost think it'd be a good idea to go through the whole thing again with an idea of what all my maxes are, with a better idea, because I will have done the whole thing and I will have an idea of what those maxes are more accurately. And I think if I went through it all again, I could apply I can actually start seeing if I can do more as I start pushing myself, realizing that, okay, well, I've been doing too light a weight, because these 4 rep max things, I don't do 4 rep max very often, or even 1 rep max. So getting an accurate number, I'm just like guessing. It's like, well, I think I can maybe do X or Y. And as you can see through a lot of these exercises, I'm adjusting. That was too light. That was still too light. That was still probably too light, or that was too heavy. So I got to, now that I've done it, I should have a better idea. Okay, so I think I've hit my time. So let's do this. Now that I've done it, I should be able to get a better feel for future exercises, future workouts. All right, see what I can do. Until my power is gone. I don't know if my power's gone, but my energy is. I'll say energy is my wall. It's not my power. And I just hit the wall again at 14. It took me 140. So it gives me what, 310 for rest? 310 for rest. Now, so I feel like with these weights, so I have pretty good cardio, but you introduce weight into cardio, it's a whole nother ball game. So doing these kind of things under weight stress, I need to do more often too. So many things to improve upon. All right, one more set. Maybe I won't have time for abs workout. I was feeling overconfident on my time today. All right, troops. How much time have I got left? Well, according to my watch, I still got about a minute and 10 seconds. I'm gonna take it. This is the last set of this workout, assuming I don't do an abs workout. Um, I do. One of the things I like about this particular AthleanX workout, I don't know what the other ones are. I haven't done them before. Um, I do like the power aspect, the pushing it, getting a little bit more cardio in there. It's kind of like adding a hit, high intensity. The thing is, it's not intervals, right? So it's high intensity lifts, um, getting that cardio effect of a high intensity interval workout. But these aren't intervals; these are actual sets that are high intensity, and you get that cardio aspect. So you get to build that up, work on that muscle endurance, that muscle power. Uh-oh. So let me see if I can get some juice going into my phone, which means killing my fan, so hopefully it won't overheat in the one exercise I have to do yet. Let's see here. My phone is getting pretty hot, so let's get this done before it blows up. It's at 4%, but I just plugged in my battery, but my battery, no, there's only 2 seconds left. All right, this is my last lift. I'm gonna be running out of juice in a minute. My battery ain't gonna keep up, it's out of power. So this is it, last set. And I'll probably have to say goodbye now, so stay fit, stay healthy. Till next time, I'm guessing my phone's gonna die. Here we go, on marks, get set. At least I can be started before it ends. Nope. That needed a second battery.